What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be another weekly outlook. Show you all the markets that I'm looking at. What I'm seeing. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm not gonna try to break down everything and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna show you an overview of what I'm seeing, and that's really gonna be it. So without wasting too much time, let's get into it. We're gonna be looking at Euro USD. What I've seen USD so far, I see this accumulation that's gonna form. Before I even go into that, let me zoom out real quick for you guys. All right, so we're gonna go on the 4-hour time frame. As we know, I showed in the video previously, Euro USD did distribute up here, and we've been on a downtrend ever since. One thing that I am seeing is that this inefficiency here, this all imbalance here, has never failed. We did feel small imbalances here, but we didn't really come up to here. But we did redistribute, and then we started redistributing again. And I remember this area that I talked about in my last weekly outlook for last week, and we did react off this area, but we didn't give something that I was looking for. We really didn't give an entry inside this area. Like, this price action here was really ugly. Like, I don't know if somebody caught a trade from here or whatever, but I didn't get what I was looking for. I didn't get the setup that I was looking for in this area, so I really didn't take a trade here. But after that, the market kept moving down. And after that, right now, this is the range that I'm working with right now, this 1 hour range from this high to this low, and this is basically what I'm working with. Alright, so what I did see at the end of last week was we had this 3-drive move. But the thing is, this 3-drive move did not come into this sponsor candle here. And I know this is a sponsor candle, and I know this is a supply area because this is the area that reacted off this main area here, and what happened here was an accumulation. So I know this area here was never tapped into. It is a full-bodied candle, and I know that there is some type of supply inside this area. All right. So I believe that this 3-drive is going to fail. Why? Main reason why is because we were never able to take a low. Okay, so this is automatically off limits for a like what do you call it, a limit entry. Okay, it's because we did not make a new low. All right, so that's all I know for now. I believe what could happen is we have one or two scenarios. We have many scenarios that could happen here. Right now it looks like we're accumulating here. I started drawing out my range, but I didn't really get into deep into it. But I know this is our selling climax. So we have an ST, we have another ST. We got our STMB, but we haven't created our sign of strength yet to confirm this STMB. Okay, so I can't really say this is a type 2 yet. I'm going to watch it, but we're going to see what happens. But so far, what I can see what will happen with the market is one or two things going to happen, right? All right, we're either going to come up here, react off of this 3-drive move, and then continue down and get into this demand here. Or, let me zoom out. Or we are going to react off of this and probably do the same thing. But I feel like if we come up to here, we'll probably get a reaccumulation just to continue upwards. All right. But if we come back into here at all, if we take out this high, we're going to the upside. All right. We're most likely going to be coming up here. Okay. So just note that if this high is taken out, right? If this high right here is taken out, we are going to be coming up here. All right. We're just going to reaccumulate and we're going to come up here. All right. Just remember that. So that's what I'll be looking for. So whatever happens, I'll be looking to trade it. I already have my areas marked out. I'm already looking, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. This line is just a fill of imbalance. I didn't really know where to take this market at, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the fill of imbalance. I'm gonna set an alert here. Actually, never did. So that's what I'm looking on Euro USD. All right, Euro AUD. All right, man. Euro AUD. Man. Ooh, this market really had a good setup last week, man. I'm really annoyed that I missed it, but it had a very good setup, man. All right, so basically what happened on Euro AUD is we're reaccumulating on a higher time frame scale. Okay, so this was my range on the 4-hour from the low to this high, and this was a reaccumulation. So this was my slingshot. All right, this is my demand down here, but this was my slingshot. So this is the area that I marked out first, and this was the first area that I was looking at for any possible entries. And boy, did we get a possible entry. We had a I believe I marked this out already, but I don't want to just go ahead and remark it because I want to keep this video short. I don't want to keep it too short, but I want to keep it short enough to where it can post easily, because I know last time I had a problem posting it because it was too long. So I want to get out to you guys as fast as possible. So I'm not going to go too in detail, but I hope you guys are getting the point of this. This is not really meant to go in detail. It's meant to just give you an overview of what I'm seeing in the market and tell you like what I'm looking at and what I'd like to see. All right, so we did accumulate. We had this 1, 2, 3 drive move. This is a type 2, and then we came out here and made our LPS inside this area. If I zoom in, just to show you guys, we had a lower time frame accumulation inside this area. Picture perfect. And guess what time that this happened? 9 a.m. London, not London, but New York open. All right, picture perfect. Great setup. Like, it doesn't get better than this. Sadly, I missed it. I wasn't looking at this at the time. So it is what it is, man. You're gonna miss trades like that, man. It is what it is. But after that, what I see is that we made a new high. So I like that. I like the fact that we are making new highs. So what I will be doing is I'll be changing my range. Once this high is confirmed, once we make this high, once I see we confirm a high by, just coming up here, breaking structure to the downside on the lower time frame, breaking order flow, I know that this is a confirmed high and I can mark it out. But so far, what I am seeing right now is what I'd be waiting for. Let's go on to 1 hour. All right, so what I'd be waiting for, like I said before, is I'm waiting for order flow. I'm waiting for order flow to break. I'm waiting for this market to show me some order flow break so I can confirm the high that it makes, because this could just keep going up. All right, as long as order flow continues going up, it's still part of this whole entire leg. You understand what I'm saying? So until we get that order flow break, then I can confirm the high and I can make my range. But until then, we're going to just let this market go. I'm not looking for any entries up here. Why? Because we just made a new high. So basically what I would be looking for is, get this, if we do something like this on the 15-minute, we come up here, we start doing a 3 drive move. This is not a good example, but we start doing like a 3 drive move. I'll take this for a reversal and take it down to this area. This is the area that I'm going to be looking at, because this was our last reaccumulation. This was our last demand area before we got this drive to the upside that's broke this high. So I know this right here is a good area for the market to come into and probably react off of and get the same thing as we got last time to go back to the upside. All right, so that's what I'll be looking for. So any reversal trade, I'll take that. When it confirms the high, I'll take it and take it to the downside to this area. So that's what I'll do with that. But as long as this is going up, I mean, you can trade the order flow if you want to, but I don't like trading order flow. So I'm just going to let it be and just let it go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to come in here. So this is going to be my new area. This is going to be my new zone that I mark out. I'm going to delete this because I don't want these to get in my way. Okay. I'm going to delete these because I don't want them to get in my way. So this is actually a schematic that happened down here. What day was this? It doesn't matter. But this is the area that I'm going to be looking for right here. This down move to the buy. So I know this right here is my next slingshot. I cannot take a limit here. Only confirmation entries. Okay, this right here looks good as well. But the only problem is everything down here is filled. All right, everything down here is filled. There's no reason for the market to come down here. If it does, probably gonna like try to react off of this schematic as a whole. But that's not what I want to see. I want to see the market react off of this area because this was our last nearest demand. So that's what I want to see happen. I mean, you don't most of the time get what you want to see, but you trade what the market shows you. So I'm gonna trade what the market shows me, and I'm gonna just do what the market shows me. But right now I'm trying to see if I can find like the best order block for you guys real quick to give y'all like a good, there you go, a good zone like that. Let me see. Uh, hold on. I'm not trying to make it too long. This is really how I choose my areas. Hmm. Trying to see what's like the best. You know what? Forget it. I'm not even gonna do all that. All right. We know we're gonna look to get inside this area, right? So how I'm gonna do this is, let's see, is there imbalance inside this area? It doesn't seem like it. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. So the market's gonna test this area as a whole. Okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. So how do I want to play this? How do I want to play this? Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Right there. Why did I put a line right here? Because this was the start of this bearish push. Okay, that's why I put my line right there, because that was the start of the bearish push, and I know that this right here was our quote unquote breaker block, and we reacted off this breaker block here, and I know that we're gonna have to come and retap this breaker block to go back to the upside. Okay, so I'll be setting an alert here, setting an alert right there, and again, like we did the first time, we're looking for accumulation. All right, so like I said, I'll be looking for a reversal trade, lower time frame here, to take it down up to here. If you want to catch that, I'll be looking for that. But right now, I'm just let the market be and just let it do it. If I do see a higher time frame reaccumulation, which I would love to see like this, I take it. This is the perfect scenario that I like to see. The market come down here with a reaccumulation, tap into. As long as the market taps into this area, we're good. Okay. But if the market just starts reaccumulating up here, I'm not gonna take it, because this is order flow, and order flow could just break on a dime. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wait for the market to get into our demand, so our buy could be more probable. Okay. So let's move on. Not spending too much time there. Let's see. Hmm. All right. I've talked about GBP, CHF so many times, but we know that we have a distro going on. We know we have sellers in the market selling the market down, and we know the market's driving to the downside. All right. So this was my main area that I was looking at here. I used the line to define it because I couldn't really catch a definite area, so I chose this whole area as I was looking for sales. Okay, once we first got into this area, we started showing small movements to the downside, but I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see. But the first thing what I noticed is when we got this push to the downside here. Uh, we got this big push to the downside here. All right, so that piqued my interest. Now I know this was a breaker order flow. I marked it right here. I went to the 15-minute. I marked the breaker order flow here, and we're still in this range, right? If you still look at it, we didn't break this to the upside nor to the downside. All right, so I'm really gonna be investigating this market. I really want to see if the market will break this low or even this low. I need the market to at least break this low to even start looking for entries and start looking for something, because all of this right here is just in the range. All right, like there's nothing here to take. I'm not gonna trade in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so I'm not gonna try to force a trade here unless we start breaking some lows and highs. So that's what I see right now. But right now we're in from this high to this low right here. This could be a confirmed high here. I was actually trying to look for a trade inside. Actually, no, I wasn't. But I did mark this area out. It's just the time that the market came inside this area. It's not my trading time. Even if, let's see. Mm, I don't know if somebody could have caught something inside of this, but that's trash price action to me. I don't know how you guys do your confirmation entries, but that's nothing. That's garbage, bro. You can't. I don't know what you're gonna catch there. Looks really confusing. All right, so but that's GBCHF, not a bad pair. I just gotta be patient with it. Just gotta wait for the market to show us where it wants to go. Most likely, it's gonna go to the downside. We know that, but we want the market to show us that. All right, so go to my primary list. USD CAD. Mm. USD CAD. All right, one thing that I am seeing in USD CAD is this right here is a supply area. right? This right here is a supply area, so we are still inside the supply area. I want to see how the market's reacting inside of the supply area. One thing I'm not liking is the price action on this market. It's really ugly. So I've been kind of staying away from this market a little bit. I'm still watching it technically, but I'm not as focused on it as I am. I really the only reason it's in my primary is because that it's in the supply area. But other than that, I really don't like the price action. The price action has gotten really ugly, so I just stopped looking at it. Other than that, this was a good accumulation that happened, man. I mean, after that, I don't really know what happened. So I'm gonna just let it be for now, and we're just gonna move on because it's just there's nothing good there. All right, GJ, we're inside of a 4-hour range, as I was explaining earlier. We broke this little slingshot here. We came to the upside, and then we had this like range here. And then the range ended up breaking to the downside. Okay, so we're still in order flow, right? This was our last high on the order flow. We're still in order flow, right? So I can't really do nothing here because we're still in order flow. So that's the thing about me is with my trading, I'm really patient. So I really wait. What I can tell you is that I want to see this low broken by something. If this high causes this low to break, then I'll wait for entries at this high and take the market down. You know, simple, like, you know, cause and effect. That's what we would do. But, you know, if let's say the market comes, let's say the market just comes back up here. Like, are you willing to take a sell in me here? Why? The market didn't break anything but order flow. Order flow could just easily break again. Why? Because we have a we have a supply area here that's never tested, and then we go down, right? So that's why I don't like trading order flow like that. That's a perfect example for you. All right, so be careful. Depending on the time, I would be like, you know, I would be inclined to take a sell here, depending on the time. You know, if it's, you know, prime New York, and I see a little schematic inside of here, I'll take the schematic. I'll take the schematic down. All right, but I'm not taking no limit entry, like just no reason. I'm not taking a sell here for no reason. Okay, that's what I mean by that. Oh, my bad. I deleted that by accident, but that's GJ for me. Patience. That's all it's gonna take, man. Patience. USDJPY. USDJPY. I like USDJPY. Not gonna lie, I like it. I very much like it. Okay, so like the other ones, we're in a we're in a 4-hour range again. Um, this right here was my slingshot area. I like this area, right? So after we got this 3-drive move inside of this area here, we got the significant movement to the downside with the 1-2-3 drive move, and then we had a distro up here as well. All right, so we had this distro that was never tested, and I know this area was a redistribution. So that's the main reason why I have this area marked out. This is going to be the first area that I'm looking at because I know this was a low supply area. Because if the market wanted to, they would have just came up here. There's no reason for them to waste money here if they didn't need to. So they're not going to waste money if they don't need to. They obviously didn't need to waste money. So that's why they just kept going down. So after this little small consolidation, even though this wasn't the clearest schematic or whatever it is, after this little small consolidation, you see this big price action down. So you know there was orders here, okay? You know there's some type of selling was going on here by the institutions, all right? We don't the price action doesn't always have to be the clearest for the banks to be involved. You know what I'm saying? It's about the move that happened, okay? Now, obviously, we're not going to take a sell limit here, but we know this is a good area that, you know, if a schematic presents, we can take a sell here. All right? That's how I trade that. And then we know if this one is a better area, you know, if this area fails, this one is a better area for us to trade at. So it's better to have two areas, you know, than one. You know, your probability of winning is much higher. So I'm seeing there. Okay? What else I'm seeing? Down here, I got these areas marked out because of order flow, okay? Like I said, I don't like trading order flow, but if it presents at the right time, you know, at the right thing, you know, everything has to connect, and I'll trade it. So, and I have a reason to trade it too because we have imbalance up here. We have this good imbalance up here, and we have this supplies areas that we want to get met. So there's a reason to it, all right? But let's mark out this order flow. So we have this order flow that's going on right here, right? So boom, what I did peep here is that the market reaccumulated. I was like, oh, this is a nice reaccumulation, and it happened during London. So you see how everything is matching up. So that's the only reason why I'm even considering trading here, and I'm actually gonna set a limit, not a limit, but a alert right here, so I know when the market gets inside of here. Well, that's one thing that I be doing. I be forgetting to set my alerts, and it be screwing me over sometimes. Like I be like my markets being my point of interest with good trades, and I be missing them just because I didn't set an alert, bro. Stupid stuff like that, man. It's crazy. But like I was saying, reaccumulation. If you don't see it, now you see it. You know what I'm saying? Reaccumulation with the creek. Move to the upside. We had a ST. We had our thing that took out the liquidity, went up, big creek, and now we're looking for the market to come and mitigate this area. One thing else I want you to peep. Look what's happening again. Right? What does this look like to you? Creek, right? That's exactly why I'm even considering it, because of how the market's coming inside this area. Because the market's coming outside this area as a range, I can expect a range inside of here that can give me a schematic that we could trade. Okay, that's the main reason why I like this area. That's the main reason why I'm even considering it, is because of the momentum of this area. The momentum that the market's coming inside this area, it looks like we're already beginning a range. And I wouldn't be surprised if a spring comes in here, comes back up, and I'll take it like that. All right, that was ugly, but you get the point. So this is what I'm looking at right here, and my goal here is to hedge this, right? So I'll buy it here and sell it here if a schematic presents itself, and then I'm in both ways. All right, so no matter what happens, I'm in both ways. If the market continues to fly all the way up here for whatever reason, I'm in both ways. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So it's gonna be a battle against this buy and this sell or this sell. All right, that's what I'm looking at for USDJPY, and let's see, GU, man. I'm really disappointed in GU, man. I am really disappointed in GU. It's super disappointed in GU. I could delete this, but I really am disappointed in GU, man. So after we accumulated here, right, and the fact that we even broke this area and we're starting to break this test, this accumulation is failing. All right, and if this accumulation fails, that means we're going to take out these lows here. We're going to take out these lows. All right, and then we're going to come into this area here, which is not bad, but I wasn't really hoping to see that. I really wanted to see this happen. But how can we profit off of this? All right, let me remove that. Since this accumulation is obviously failing, I can just delete it. We don't have to waste our time keeping that there. Okay. Like I said with the previous market, once this fails here, all right, once this fails here, whatever area caused this to fail, that's the area that we'll be looking at for sales, and we'll bring the market down again with us. Okay, that's how I'll trade this. But right now, I am not going to be trading within this range. All right, I'm not going to be trading within this. All right, I want to see the market break some areas, because this basically what the market did, right? So if let me take out my 1 hour. We're basically in a 1 hour range, right? The market could not break this high. Okay, none of these lows broke this high, so we're still from this low to this high. So what are we looking for now? One of these to break. All right, I'm not going to be trading within the range. We're in the low right here. A miracle accumulation is going to have to happen, and I don't see the point of them accumulating here. There's no reason to. You understand what I'm saying? So I know this is going to break. You just know when stuff are going to fail and stuff is not going to fail. So I know this is going to break, and I'll be looking to sell from right here, wherever it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be looking at, and that's basically what I'm looking at for the markets this week. I'm just going to wait for trades to present itself. I'm not going to chase the market. That's one of my mottos, is just not chasing the market. Let the market come to you. So whatever the market presents me, that's what I'm going to be trading, whether it's up or down. Wherever it goes, I'm going to try to catch, some trades off of that. And, according to your trading plan, I hope helped you guys a little bit, clean up your view on some of the markets or whatever. But yeah,